Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have our second Final Fantasy Dissidia event, Brush with Heroes. This one is entirely themed around the Cosmos side of things, also featuring some nice new sprites. The entire left side here is the things that we've seen before, one way or another, either through the previous Dissidia events or the little bonus fights. Also, I apologize ahead of time, the audio bouncing for some of this event is going to be terrible. I can't really do anything about that. Everything's just louder. But here on the right side, we get some new challengers, such as Cecil. I'm upset he does not appear in the bonus fights at all, but we get a nice Cecil sprite. Anyway, let's move on. And start with the plus, which is Furion. So Furion, mainly physical. I think he has one or two magic attacks, but the big thing here is, like, he has a lot of AoE. Now, the big thing to note is that in the Dissidia event, because we are fighting mostly heroes, villains get synergy. So, here's our team of villains. I won't actually be changing this up at all for the rest of the stream. Well, not stream, for the rest of the plus fights. We're going to be rolling with this team for the most part. I was not. Oh god, everything's so overblown and loud. Say. I lost my train of thought completely. Must not have been important if I forgot about it. Now here's a damn good song. Mainly that's because, what is it, Rebel Army is the name of the song? Rebel Army is just a flat good song. I'd be amazed if they messed this song up. Yeah, Furion likes to do. God, I love that record materia. Furion likes to do a number of various good combo attacks, and will eventually start busting out his soul breaks later on, which include things like Lord of the Arms and things like that. which has some spicy AoEs. Unfortunately, even though like he has some real cool animations and everything, Lord, he is slow. Yeah, there you go. Those are some of his few magic attacks right there. What's Furion's strongest attack that I could have him doing besides Life Siphon? Well, if you have his BSB, it combos very well into full charge because his command 2 gives him instant cast. Also Mega Drive. Also Samurai. He has options. Also Shooter. Furion, the character with the very surprising skill set. Perhaps next time I will actually utilize Swift Spell to make these go a little faster. Would have figured that it would have been interesting to let the early Dissidia boys show off their cool new movesets, but they don't want to attack, do they? There it is, he shot an arrow. He did a thing. Jeez, sorry. Audio bouncing. Oh, right. This should be a good test. I just want to see some real fast. Yeah, okay. It is just the Dissidia event because these are like completely normal volume levels, and then Dissidia is loud as all get out. Alright, just had to be sure of that. Also, yeah, I'd have to agree. I did mention earlier, but the new Dissidia, did not wow me with its soundtrack. There are some good, nice new remixes on it, but a lot of them are actually kind of lackluster. And I don't like what they did with the songs. It feels like they felt like they needed to change or add something to the songs, and they completely missed the reason that the original songs were good. Now, I actually made a mistake here. The good boy does, of course, use both melee and magic attacks. You do want to build both defenses. That said, there's not too much to worry about. What a good record materia. For those wondering, the record materia being used by Garland is Gapurian's level 99 record materia. Which is really good. You just have a chance to counter with Drainblade. Now, the good boy here has a mechanic where, for, I want to say 5 turns, he just kind of does whatever, randomly using magic or physical attacks. And on the end of that 5th turn, he will either change into a sage or a ninja. Now, he doesn't actually change graphically, but his moveset changes completely. The ninja moveset is way more physical. The sage moveset is way more magic based. We probably won't see that switch. I may stall out just to show off the switch, because it's actually kind of interesting. Let's actually speed it up, just so we can see that switch. So we're probably gonna get Sage. Yep. So he changes and he gets this like cool effect behind him. And now he'll use mainly magic attacks. So it's an interesting gimmick, but not really executed super well because they didn't make him aggressive enough. But it's also only a double plus, so what do you want? They can't make him hard. That catches me off guard every time. So, final of our new competitors is Vaughn. Vaughn behaves pretty similarly to you would expect him to. He hits you hard and fast, and uses some of his mist drives, or whatever they were called, such as Red Spiral and Pyroclasm. He can throw out magic and physical attacks, because anybody can do anything in 12. I really like Bahamut. That's my suggestion in Lazen. Bahamut is my go-to summon. I think I have it honed to 4. It's really useful. But all the 5-star summons are equally pretty good. Yeah, you should build up a Leviathan and Ifrit and Shiva, because you'll need those for the Valley Garmonda Nightmare. Anyway. So, as I said before, Vaughn is a bit threatening. Luckily, a lot of what he does can be taunted. Really, of anything, is it's really his, oh god, what's my words? His soul breaks are the scary moves. And even then, properly mitigated, he shouldn't deal too much damage. I mean, with only a magic breakdown, and of course, synergy gear, Cloud of Darkness can take a magic hit pretty easily. But, you know, that's implying that you're running a full team of villains. I would like to see him do a soul break at least once. Maybe I won't blow him up that fast. No, we're just gonna cast fire. Vaughn, I'm giving you a chance. Show us the good shit. I'm just gonna have Kuja defend. Get busy killing or get busy dying. Alright, we'll give you one more attack. Give us an animation or something. Cool. You had your chance. They're pretty okay animations. I saw them on my ult. The red spiral does that little... the red spiral animation, but like on one person, it's really small and tiny. It's kind of funny. I didn't see Pyroclasm, but yeah, have to assume it's the same. These fights are a little easy, it feels. Even more so than normal plus fights. They just don't do a lot at all. Now here's something else. Oh, I'm sorry. There was a message and I missed it. Am I gonna look at the Crystal Tower banner? I'll take a look at it. I wasn't really planning on it, but yeah, I could take a quick peek at it and go over it. Explain my picks and what have you. Alright, so first up, we've seen this before. It's Terra and Cloud together. The old Ultimate Double Plus, I want to say. Knocked down to just an Ultimate. Terra hits you with magic, Cloud hits you with physical. They're both weak to dark. You know what that means. That's right, baby. It's time to pull the old classic out of retirement. If I can find a roaming warrior. Where are my roaming warriors at? I didn't pick up any new ones because I thought I had some. I might have to pick up some. Where are my Reigns at? Reigns, come on down. Reigns, there we go. That's a rando, but I'll take it. There we go. Okay. Sorry, that was taking a little bit more than I wanted it to, but yeah, my quick swap, ready to go. Oh boy. Alright, so we have to be very careful here with our execution. Who is this? This is Adia. Alright. More or less set up at this point. Oh, it is suggested that you burst down Cloud first. Unless... What if? What if we just went for both? What if we just blew them both up? Burn it all to the ground. Kefka from the back row yells, "I wanted to destroy everything." So, Terra does get a little rough the lower level, or the lower HP she gets. Cloud is kind of based on the timer. He eventually limit breaks, then he eventually limit breaks harder, and this continues until you kill him. The big thing him limit breaking does is he uses access to things like Blade Beam and what have you, which hit you kind of hard. The big thing to note about this fight, all in all, is that... Oh, there's Meltdown! That's the spicy move. Nothing here pierces. So if you bring a wall, or whatever, really, you can stop their damage pretty easily. Whew, nice. Okay, that's one down. Maybe the champion belt. I'm gonna try and adjust myself again, which requires to move my headset. Sorry for popping if it occurs. That wasn't me. That was just the emulator being an emulator. Okay. Curious about a thing. Huh. Defense and reduce holy. That's nice. Whoops. Good. So, Zidane and Bartz. These are more or less carbon copies of the previous Ultimate Double Plus forms. Zidane steals your stats and slows you. Bartz will go crazy at one point or another and start doing a ton of damage. Taunt works really well for the early phases, but once you get them low enough, they get rude, because you see they share HP transitions. You knock one into weak mode, the other one transitions to weak mode as well. The problem with that is, of course, they both get pretty rude weak mode, so you can't really focus one down over the other. there is a Sid mission for this to bring Garland. It's an odd choice, but one that I don't think is all too hard to fit into this. What with his access to dark damage, and you can have him just taunt and be a wall, pretty much. So, here's the general strategy. It's going to be pretty similar to the last one. I'm going to try and burst them both down at the same time, while just desperately trying to stay alive. But in order to do that, I do require another Sid Reigns. Hey, there we go. Okay. Alright. God, first parts was so rude. Anyway. That's great that they talk to each other. God damn it. Garland, do your damn job. I mean, of course fan artists would be obsessed with making Bart's, Zidane, and Squall a comedy troupe because it's two of the goofiest main characters and then, like, the most serious? Question mark on the end there? So pretty soon we're going to see how well this works. If at all. Yeah, because of that. It's going to happen eventually. So a good thing to equip to this fight is instant KO resist, but also it's not a bad idea to equip slow resist to deal with a lot of Zidane's bullshit. Yeah. Where's the fight where he just has the chicken knife? Fuck it. Fight me. Yeah, so there's one of the problems with Bart's, is that he uses his things multiple times. Had it under control. Also, thank you for the follow. Oh boy, okay. So, final thing on the docket. Apocalypse plus Squall. Big gimmick with the boy Squall is all of his attacks ignore resistance or defense, and he's immune to breaks. However, he is weak to every element in the game. So, this is a straight up DPS race. Now, I'm going to try, but this is a fight that is not really made to mess around with. What I mean by that is he doesn't play fair. And my usual strategies of doing stuff like only using SSBs and doing stuff like dual breaks and whatever to get around various gimmicks doesn't work for this. That said, I'm gonna give it a go. Father Wolf, Shadow Dragon with Galoof works extremely well. It's actually how I cleared it. Some minor adjustments. Oh, that's actually the best armor she can use. Okay. Yeah, ideally you have to have Galoof take the hit, so he has to have some HP, but yeah. I actually need a Hyper Mighty to enable Minfilia. The Squall's dumb. It's an interesting strategy, or an interesting gimmick to a fight. I'll say that. It just doesn't mesh with my stuff. But we'll actually see. All I've seen are numbers and what have you, and Goofball fights against him. Who knows? Maybe it does work fine for me. Is this what I wanted? Yes. Wait. No. So I just want to point out that 3K, that's his weak hit. That's his auto attack. I wasn't kidding when I said this fight may be a bit unfair. What? God, I can't see what I'm doing, game. Squalls are off. Woohoo! Oh my god, please punch knock this one more time. Oh, what's the damage? Alright, that's not too bad. Hard cast it. There's blasting zone. There's the spicy move. There's the spice boy. Some nice actor effects going on here. Oh! Pokemon Fang. Woo. Alright, we're in the last phase, which means a lot of blasting zones coming my way. Yes, Miracle Veil is team-wide Curata. That's why it's so damn good. Oh! Get him. Get him. Lightning. You got this, Lightning. Fuck him up. What? Wait. Oh, baby. I can actually show. There's a bit of confusion in the chat of how my people are surviving Ultimate Blasting Zone. So Ultimate Blasting Zone generally deals around 6.5k. And if you note, I just love, finish the battle with 2 or more heroes. My characters barely have the HP to survive Blasting Zone. That was the gimmick. I actually dove a couple people to give them the HP. But yeah, so you'll notice here, Lightning has 2,300, which means Blasting Zone did 6.2k to her. And then, you know, she didn't die and she got her 2k back. Same thing with Yuna, she barely survived and got her HP back. Oofa! That's a damn fight! No multiplayer this week, just because of the way that they've done it. There are no easy fights, so I'm probably gonna run through those with other people. Sorry, I know, but there's no simple fights. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna take a peek at the banners. Oh shit! I can't look at the Crystal Tower banner because I already pulled on it. Well, either way, let's look at what we have kind of referred to as the Darkness banner. So, first up, we got Gabrant's USB. Just a sec. Either way, so it's 10 physical dark hits to one target, reduce the delay of the user's actions by 1 turn, and in dark, increases attack, moderate amount, defense, a small amount, and it causes dark attacks to reduce the delay of the user's next action. So, just quick cast dark. Hold up, gonna move my foot again, and don't want to cut my audio out. So this is really good. You combo this with something like Death Throes and what's it called, Dread Weapon, or the other one, which I can't for the life of me remember what it's called, but the one that does more damage if you're doomed, and it'll go through his shit real fast, but the thing will probably be dead by then. If you have his BSB, even better for you, like most of these that quick cast off of an element. Generally meant for the BSB, but you know, it's still real nice. Rune Axe is the Dark Chain. It's a great animation, first of all, and So this activates Chain. And the big thing about this is, unlike normal chain attacks that usually do something a little extra on the side, or a lot of extra on the side, in the way of like Shantoto's or Zack's, this one just hits 22 times. Now you may say, oh, that's a bit bad because I don't get a nice little boost. Do remember that if you're going for a Darkness Chain team, that is going to give you an extra 22% damage on your whole team, as well as the 20% for being in Dark Chain, as well as the chain. It's actually really nice. Not to mention that it just deals a ton of damage. All in all, it's a good chain. All chains are usually pretty great. Alright, let's try this one again. I think I've talked about this one before, but here we go. Yoshiyuki Shinnuchi. So it's 8 hits. Gives them shield 2 and in dark. Command 2 is a attack defense bargain. And attack 1 just deals a ton of damage. Overall, for a dark burst, this one's real nice. And casting that intro animation again is going to do a lot of damage. Nightbringer is Gabron's Burst. We just talked about this. So it's 8 hits and Imperil Dark. Command 2 is a single hit and drain. Command 1 is 4 hits fast cast. So on top of the fast cast that he would get from his USB, you can see how this is a fantastic combo. It does a lot of work. And just really good overall. It, on its own, it lacks a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, because it doesn't have, like, compared to some of the other ones, because it doesn't have a in dark. But comboed with other teams that imperil can be very nice. Alright, Terror's Legacy. It's a dark, non-elemental, and imperil dark at random. So generally AoE. Generally going to hit everyone, unless you're fighting like a 5-target fight. Command 2 is 2 dark, and higher damage if the user's doomed. Command 1 is 4 dark, higher damage if the user's doomed. That is true. Talking about the previous burst, Gabronth has a lot of ways to endark. Kuja's is great because it's a mage burst, and the weapon itself does give small boost of dark even outside of realm. So, that's nice. Final Transformation. This one loses a bit because it's extremely old. This is a very early burst. But, that said, it still does a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, it still does a ton of work. It's 8 dark against random targets, and in dark the caster. Command 2 is 2 hits AoE, Command 1 is 4 hits single target. That's it. Very simple, nothing special to it. But the in dark is very useful, especially now that there are a lot of good melee dark moves. Our Legend Materias here are begin the battle infused with dark for Gabronth. Very nice, just works. Garland is a transformation that reduces the delay of his actions when he's low for as long as he's in his transformed mode. Very good for just getting a lot of damage out real fast, honestly. And again, works fine on its own. You don't need a break or anything to synergize with it. And then, oh, what do you know? Wait, I might have read Gabronth's wrong. Let me just check that again real quick. Nope, start in dark. They just made a different color because he's a mage. Yeah, Kuja's is also start in dark. Again, I love the start in elemented usually because they're just good. They work fine on their own, and they're even better the more stuff you have for the person. I bent my my thing the wrong way. Sorry. let me know if the sound is bad now. I went to hit the mute button, and I bent the thing the wrong way. Very sorry. I know that is very loud. I was good with this for a week. And then I just triggered it like twice in one night. Alright. I didn't even have to burp anyway. Bardiche for Garland is 5 dark hits, AoE, lower attack defense, which is fantastic on somebody who doesn't usually do that kind of stuff. And it just enables the rest of your team to do a lot of work. It's a good super. Oh yeah, it's a damn good super. Clutch Strike, Kuja, 5 hits, and in Dark. Again, a good lead into his other breaks. I want to call them bursts, but breaks. And also just helps out with his normal abilities too. Jet's Blade is good dark damage, and a 50% boost is never something to shy away from. As long as you have a Haste Saga somewhere else. And that's it. Overall, this banner is super good. I don't think there's one bad item on here. I think the worst item here is the Blitz, just because it's old. But overall, it's very, very nice. All of it. If you are lacking dark damage, it is not a bad banner to pull on. It's lacking a bit in the magic side of things, with Kuja being the only magic person on it. But, yeah. Overall, it's a great banner. I'm not pulling on it, though. I have dark out the ass. And that's it for the Dissidia event. Next time, which is going to be in 2 weeks, I think we have a week off, can really be anything. Well, no, I think the next scheduled event is 2. Introduction of Scott. But with the addition of Medea, or not Medea, Maia, in Mobius recently, that Mobius event can happen at any time. It could even be next week. We don't know. There's nothing happening next week. It could be the Mobius event. But until then, I'll see you next time.